And hello, good evening, and all the usual stuff. Yeah, I am not kidding. Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, legit controller. Okay, my bag of Taco Bell's in the fucking lights because I'm hungry. Yeah. Hard to imagine, isn't it? 25 years of this console. And everyone agrees that, well, it could have been a lot better. It was ahead of its time for a lot of things like online play, downloadable content, web browsing. I remember web browsing the web a lot with Nintendo Wii when that came out. Oh well. Yeah. How I'm doing this is I have an HD adapter plugged in the back of the console, which goes straight to a HDMI. Essentially, it's a upscaler. Nice lights. Yeah, just LED strips. They used to be fairy lights. Now they're LED strips because, that's what we need. I could change them any color, but I just want a kind of a neutral color, so I went for kind of a teal white. So, yeah, this is what... It feels weird holding this. I have not held this. Truth be told, I have held this when I first bought the HDMI adapter, and that was about 6 months ago, probably longer than that, and that was to test it. Now I'm going to sit down and play the entire game, because it's Sonic Adventure. When did I get Sonic Adventure? I think I got it back in 2001, 2002, and it was supposed to be a shared birthday present between me and my older brother, because our birthdays were a few days apart. We shared it. Eventually, I just took over the console.
Select a memory. Select a file.
Yeah, but this isn't my Dreamcast. I just inherited it. So the other two save files aren't mine.
Select a character.
Let's get him.
Nice seeing the actual model without being, rebuilt. This is just nice. This is nice. 25 years. 25 years. Like, I mean, look at this. It's like... Yeah. Like... I'm still going back to that one shot I have. It's my most watched shot where I complain about the use of Adventure DX over Adventure 1. And too many people seem to just not listen to what I say. It's like, when you're going to represent Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, show Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. But DX is more, looks better and it's more available than the original. Like, okay, but when it comes to like, anniversary books and all that, and top 10s, like talk about the Dreamcast, talk about the Dreamcast version then. Showcase it. Not just, or use DX in place of it because it's the same game. No, it's not. It's not the same game. It isn't. That's it. Again, it's like saying as I say in Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation and Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes are the same game. And also, like, some would argue that... what's a little bit more recent one? Shadow of the Colossus on the PS2 and HD version on PS3 is the same game as the remake on PlayStation 4. You were just the mill guy during that day, weren't you?
This could be fun.
I need to see that panel. Apparently, the voice actor for Sonic, Big, Knuckles, and Shadow were at a panel. I need to watch that panel. It feels so weird. I'm too used... I keep wanting to hit the... That's the first. Not too far away. Okay. Maybe because my hands are bigger, but I don't like... the control stick. I don't like it.
Hey,
There
I'll
is,
play with you some other time.
it's like the N64. There's no rubber textuals to it, and it being embossed rather than engraved really throws me off. I mean, it has little dots on it and able to actually, you know, make you have a perfect grip for it, but it's
Come
not
on,
right.
you big drip. Where you going?
Again, if you're watching or being silent, be sure to share this on social media, because just Sonic Adventure, you know, my favorite Sonic game.
You know nothing, fool! It's Chaos, the god of destruction!
I believe that, considering how I believe they won't give any context, considering how John St. John describes his audition as Big the Cat. It's gonna be a big dopey character. So something like this is Big the Cat is perfect. I was freaking kidding. That makes sense. There's no no direction on the voice actors.
Huh?
You'd think they would be. At least Adventure 2 actually got more direction.
What?
Like they want to tell a
Tails?
story.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Ah!
Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
There we go. Is it me or is the actual capture seem to be artifacting a lot? It feels so weird. I am so used to playing this on the fuck am I doing? It just feels weird not playing on like an Xbox or GameCube. It really is. Maybe because it's mainly how the controller feels in my hand. It doesn't feel right to me anymore. I kind of blame the control stick because the way it feels in my hand doesn't feel right. Not to mention how the grooves underneath the controller. Plus, without a second control stick, like every game now, every console now has a second control stick. So this massive gap in my thumb feels weird now. Because of the controller as well, to add, my thumb keeps wanting to press the fucking B button, like I'm playing the Switch or something. But no, it's more like an Xbox because the A button's at the bottom. And I was like, it looks fine. I know it looks fine, but this massive gap here just throws me off. It's throwing me off because it shouldn't. Like, I could pick up any game console and controller and know immediately where the buttons are and know Can I help you? And
Hey, Sonic.
how it feels. Like,
Go see, huh?
the A button,
Just glad you're
the
okay.
buttons each have a little
What happened
embossed,
anyway?
a bit of braille on it, up, down, left, and right. So you know where everything is.
That was a test
I don't
for
understand why the
using
fucking
new
controller
prototype
comes
propulsion system.
below it
It's got
either,
a few
because
bugs
that's just
back
weird.
now.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
The more you think about it, the Dreamcast itself, the console itself, and the games it had, and the features it could do, way ahead of its time. It's a fantastic console. If it had a lot more staying power, if Sega didn't go belly up and I think Phil Spencer, I think his name is, could be wrong, went to Microsoft and helped with the Xbox and Xbox 360, the Dreamcast could have been stayed on and we still would have had, you know, like a Sega Xbox 360 or something, you know, something to highlight Sega's contributions to the video game market. It would have been great. But the controller itself, it's a hell of a lot better than the Sega Saturns, okay? The Sega Saturn one was bad. It's just the Mega Drive one again, but we make it a default 6 button. This is just, we made the 3D controller again, but made it a default. Peter Moore. Who the fuck is Phil Spencer then? Peter Moore. He one who headed this, and he helped head the 360. There was an interview with him I saw talking about how they had to deal with the Red Ring of Death, like effectively, to actually keep in touch with the game and audience, with the consumer base, and described it as their Tylenol moment. They had to lose a lot of money to make more later on. The 360 went on just to be the best console and being a part of the verbal lexicon. To play the Xbox. It replaced PlayStation and Nintendo. That's how powerful the 360 was in terms of doing favor with the consumers. Peter Moore helped guide that. Yeah, Peter Moore. Phil Spencer. Who the fuck is Phil Spencer?
The greatest scientific genius in the world.
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got
Yeah.
big plans.
Over for them as a console company.
You're always up to no
Like
good.
everything they were doing
Now
was
what
just.
do you want?
I want all
It didn't help either that the Dreamcast disc were GD ROMs,
Or else what? you
and
big loser?
that using that, and there was a cheap disc that allowed a back end into the console and how it was programmed to pirate it outright. That was not just the fact that it sold underperformed compared to the other 3 consoles on the market at the time, between 1999 and 2001. It wasn't the fact that it lacked a second control stick. It wasn't the fact that there wasn't that many games for it, especially, you know, games that are worth getting as a part that weren't already ported to the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. It was how easy it was to pirate games. That ruined it. It all came back to a simple cheap disc that people purchased, and it allowed them to pirate the games. Wait, why do I have 2 on 1 rings? Does it tally?
All systems. He's not gonna get away with this.
Why do I have 2 on 1 rings?
All systems. Full power.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
There we go. That's weird. I never noticed that. How did I never notice that? That's like the one thing you should notice, but it doesn't. Never came up for me.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Come on, Chaos. Time to eat.
Chaos?
It's a really good setup of the story. I like this. I like the adventure story. Even
Oh,
though
no,
the
isn't it the
dialogue is
same monster I
butchered
saw
and
the
there's a
other
different
day?
perspective every character.
Oh, yes. It's just as the stone tablets predicted.
Also, when does he have time to research all this and go, now I got this, now I got this, now I got this? His robots build themselves. We know that.
Emeralds in him. He'll be invincible.
He makes a machine to build his ship.
For me.
And
Together, we'll
but he took time to
destroy
research
Satan's
Stone
plan.
Tablet. He took time to research
Its ruins,
um,
I'll build robotic
the Guardian Units of
land,
Nations on Prison
the
Island
ultimate
to find
city, where I
Shadow.
will rule it all. Come on, Chaos.
And
Let's find another emerald.
later the Flames of Disaster gets contacted by his
Sonic!
other dimension doppelganger,
No way,
which
Tails!
turns out to be from the future.
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Now, it's one thing. I mentioned this in one of my videos, the modern Sonic games for classic fans. If Generations are anything to go by right now, it's definitely Sonic Team themselves, especially the new Sonic Team. If they, especially Shadow Generations and Frontiers, it should be them. This is one thing of this game that had me scratching. I remember this clearly, and I mentioned this in my Modern Games for Classic Fans video during the Summer Sonic Team this year. This part, suddenly it's like, okay, the Chaos Emeralds, okay, where do we go now? First time playing it, where the fuck do you go? Now, obviously, you're like, okay, let's Tilda's house, let's go up there, because that's where we were going. Okay. Go up here. Look, interact with this. Stone Stone looks like a key, it means something. Alright? Where do I go with it? God, it's so weird. Like, it doesn't move. This doesn't move. It's a stationary object, and it just keeps floating. Where do you go with it, you know? Where do you go? Like, this is a prime example of one of the reasons why a remake is necessary for this game. First-time players of this game who want to play a retro game or get gifted it on Steam or whatnot, where do you go with the wind statue? Where do you go? I think about all this, like, no, it goes to there. No, there's a random cave on the side here, and there you go. Same symbol. Seriously, how does first-time players... I don't know how the hell I figured it out when I first played this back in 2002. I really don't. How do you know you're supposed to do that? There is no hint other than it's a symbol on it. We don't know what it means. Doesn't say where, doesn't say when. Just, you have to know to go to a cave with wind in it. That is a prime example why this game needs to be remade. And I've written a script on how I want to eventually be remade, but I need to redo the gameplay aspect because the gameplay for this still works. It's just with what the gameplay is right now for modern games. That wouldn't be too far-fetched to actually make it like Generations, because that included some adventure-style platforming. Why am I aiming over there? I didn't aim over there. I'm not too sure if it's just me or I'm used to other controllers. Again, this controller is just feels weird in my hands after so many years. But it's like I'm not aiming to where I want to go. Like it's always off like a couple degrees as opposed, like I wasn't going over there. I was trying to go towards the freaking spring. Like, I'm not too sure if it's me not being used to controller after decades, or the fact that I played DX and Better DX more, or just as much as I did the original Dreamcast all those years ago, on a, you know, modern controller. I'm not too sure if it's me on the controller. I really don't. Like, I've replayed this game hundreds of times. Hundreds. No kidding. So I don't know what it is that's making me, you know, miss a line or run off somewhere else. Really don't.
Not bad.
I would prefer, like, obviously the gameplay has to be touched on. It's not perfect, but I don't think it's wrong either. It just needs tweaking to be more flowing like it is currently. The story, I'd say, is one feature. It's annoying, especially when you replay the levels in different characters. Is the characters' perspectives, where in Sonic's, he's talking to Eggman, whereas in Tails, he's talking to Eggman instead. So, I'd like them to keep that. I would like them to keep the different perspectives being told, like, this is their story, and they're telling it. Rather than do what Adventure 2 and Sonic 06 did, where it's just the same cutscenes just repeated in different order. If I was the story, it's just obviously use the modern day voice actors. That'll piss a lot of people off, but hey, I love Ryan Drummond. I like Jason more, and Roger's fantastic. But you have to, you know, be consistent with what the voice actors are right now. But yeah, just, you know, just rewrite the story to be more concise.
Now you've got Lightspeed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the Lightspeed dash. The Lightspeed dash lets you race
even though it
toward
would be
rings
like
at Lightspeed.
going against
as
what
long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
What Sonic Adventure is in terms of its gameplay, because people love the adventure gameplay. Again, 201. I think the Generations and Frontiers style can work. Like, Frontiers had a lot more in way of platforming compared to, say, Forces. But you look at the level structure and how it's done, all you do is just add boost to it, and it's no different. Seriously. Oi, friend! Yep. Does this still work? There you go. It's weird how that actually freaking works.
This is the crystal ring.
Oh, yeah.
The time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
I'm so glad that in Sonic Adventure 2, that was changed instantly. Instead of charging for a light dash, you can now just press one button and there you go. So fantastic. And then later being changed to a separate button in generations onwards. Fantastic as well. Yep, Dreamcast original. I can hear the disc spinning. Oh, it's just... You have no idea how much nostalgia I'm getting just playing the console. It is awkward as hell right now because of how the controller feels in my hand compared to modern controllers of today. Like, the Wii U gamepad feels better than this right now. I don't know how that works. But yeah, you jump, you home and attack, you boost. Like, Frontier's got it right. Frontier's got it right. You know, compared to Sonic Unleashed, who decided, you know what we need to do? Put the home and attack and the boost button on the same button.
Ready? Go.
Mind you, I hear you say that, but I remember playing Devil May Cry 5 on the PS4, standard PS4, and I heard that fucking thing run that disc as hard as it could. Which is apparent, which makes sense really considering it runs on the RE engine, which is a fantastic engine to look at. Fantastic. Like, Hedgehog Engine 2, Sonic Adventure. Think about that. Yeah, don't bother with the pinball. Just come down to the bait, into the sewers, and there you go. And this. Thanks, Tails. Yeah, look at it go. It's like, fuck, it's gonna catch fire! I need 600 rings.
Ready?
Trying to think now. I think Adventure 2 and 06 are the only Sonic games that don't have a pinball stage.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may
Like,
even help
every
show you
Sonic
where.
game has a pinball stage in some capacity, some kind of pinball cannibal themed stage. Adventure 2 and 06 do not. Even Shadow had one. Shadow had one. Gangnam Mock Cat. Of course, why not? I've had knights in this. I never got how the card system works in this, other than making it seem like, you know, poker, I guess. I get over Knightopian over there, or the Gilling. I don't know. No, I get Riala. Honestly, I don't care if anyone says either. No, it had a carnival-themed stage. I'm not sure if pinball is exactly the same one, but it's the one. It's the one where it's the Tails one, and you have to collect 200 rings, for some insane reason. Can someone tell me what the... It's like poker. Full house and flushes. So why is it got red and green? I get Wise Man and the Big Clown. And I got a blue chip. That's what you call them, right? That's what you call spears, right? That's what you call balls, right? Chips. It's kind of hard to actually do the goddamn card thing when every single card you get is different from everything else. Is it just full houses? Or flushes? Like you have to get a complete set of greens or a complete set of reds? Okay. Okay, I think I've got enough rings. I'll wait till I get 300, or at least 250. What the physic was that? Oh, here you are. And so we're back down again. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm also one of the few people who I just don't particularly like Knights, the first Knights game, that much. Because I played Journey of Dreams beforehand. I got Journey of Dreams because it's like Knights is a Sonic Team character. We've got to play this. And I played Knights on the 360, which is the worst way to play it. And it's just, eh. Maybe it's just me, you know? Like, it's a certain way to play it, and you don't play it the way it's intended. It kind of goes awry. Now, let's get through this.
Try and deposit as many rings as you can. It may even help show you the way.
There you go.
Yes.
And I think this is the worst level of the entire game.
Not bad.
The one where you have to sacrifice all your rings. And apparently the level B1 tells you earn 100 rings or 200 rings while also depositing the 600 rings necessary to actually do it anyway. So I like Journey of Dreams. I like the story. I like how it progresses. I like the open world, the little open world you have. The gameplay was really fun. I like the different forms that Knights would take. I like the voice acting. Yeah, I like the voice acting in Journey of Dreams. Despite calling Knights a he, even though he's neither.
Hey! Oh no, the Chaos Emerald!
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, jeez. Hey, man.
Oh, yeah, pinball stages in non-Sonic games. Battle doesn't really count. It has a casino theme, but it's just a battle area.
Oh,
Codes does not have
man.
one either.
What
They're
happened
style
to
like
that
Carnival,
emerald
but
we
it's
just
not a
had?
pinball stage.
I guess Eggman's got one of them. But the other
Generations, you could
that
argue,
guy
does not
must
have a
be
pinball
desperate.
stage,
That
but it has a
means his
pinball
two
DLC.
to R1, and that's not good. Come on, Sonic, we need to get busy.
And I was going to say Forces, but no, it has an entire freaking stage called Casino Forest.
The train headed for the Mystics will be departing soon.
Again, you would never know where to fucking put this. The only reason you go to Mystic Ruins is because the train tells you to do so. Yeah, Journey. I should play Journey Dreams again. It has been a long time since I played it. I got the required C ranks on all stages, finished the game with both characters. I have not touched it since. And that was all the way back in 2008. And I'll still stand by that Sonic Frontiers did not need pinball. Just all of a sudden, end of the third island, here's a pinball stage you have to finish in order to continue. Why? Like, it was bad enough with Sonic Lost World where you had to do pinball in order to actually get to the next part of the goddamn stage. Get on the damn thing. I think I clipped my toenails incorrectly because it feels like I can feel my toenail grabbing my socks. Just skip out, you know, everything about this part of the stage. Yeah, I just land on number 2 and just jump from there. Yep. Who is messaging me at this time? I like this music.
Be careful not to fall off.
Trying not to, but something tells me I'm going to fall off at some point. Again, I'm not trying to hit little obstacles, but it's like I'm hitting every little obstacle.
Use the panel to jump. It may even help guide your way.
Hey Zach, how you doing? Yeah, just everyone who's joining in right now, I am playing this on Dreamcast. Don't knock my freaking microphone! The best part of the entire game for me. That little sting there with the guitar as soon as you fall back after the avalanche. Love it. I love it. On the White Acropolis, wish it could be this good. I swear, I'm not trying to mess up. I have played this hundreds of times. I have played this stage millions of times. How am I hitting every little obstacle. I used to avoid all the ice so they go through this wall and it's like, oh, this doesn't do shit. Oh no, yeah, fuck this mission on DX version. You went to fly all the way out to those balloons and hit something. I can't remember what it was. It's the one mission everyone hates.
Yeah, not bad.
Ah, my knee. It's just my adult hands don't feel it. Doesn't feel right to me anymore. It's everyone's favorite bit.
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you? No time for games, son.
I wonder why they stayed away from the textured look. You know, like
What?
little fur patterns, which is ironic considering that's exactly what it looked like in the movies.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Again, was there any point? There's a little rival battle.
Oh no. The chaos.
There doesn't seem to be any
emeralds.
point other than just the Sonic 3 reference. And you were just hanging down there.
Eggman. Oh.
I'm taking candy from a baby.
That's a chaos emerald.
That's right, fool! You made
It
it all
is.
too easy! You practically gave them to me!
Hold it right there, creep. You can't get away with this. Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again. Me? What about you? Way to go, Knucklehead.
What about Sonic?
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos!
Every time he says that, I just get the coconut song in my head. Oh, it does. That's why when I play it on the Steam version, I always have the Adventure 1 texture pack. I always have it on. I'll play it in widescreen, I'll play it with some enhancements, I'll play it with the freaking randomizer. But I'm not turning off the Adventure 1 model pack at all. Even the environment textures are different in DX. They're a lot more brighter and colorful. And this one's like more realistic style textures. And for some reason they changed that in a DX. And I don't like it. Again, this... Why? It would be better if the... Here, I don't like this boss fight. I don't think anybody really enjoys this boss fight. Especially as... Tails and Knuckles. It is a bad boss fight. You just running around just waiting to attack, and that's like the bane of This is the start of the fucking wait attack style boss fights, and it's ridiculous. It really is. But even then, it's like this you're in a lake which comes out of nowhere, despite there being a small pond with a waterfall, and like the water itself is like jello. You slowly sink as opposed to actually sink. Like, I think this boss fight, if it was to be remade, we bet it was a circle of lilies and chaos fall in the center, like Sonic Rush, like one of those boss fights.
Some other time.
Oh yeah, it definitely can be. This, if you... As much... His head was sticking out of the fucking lily pad. In my mind, I want to keep as much as Adventure 1 as possible, at the same time change a lot of things that just don't work in terms of modern day game design of how people expect a Sonic game to play nowadays. So I do think adding some 2D elements into it would be beneficial, especially when it calls for it. You don't need this. That boss fight in particular needs to be rehauled. So in Sonic Rush, there are several boss fights that you're in a circle and the boss is in the center trying to attack you. Yes, still the same weight attack race thing. But at least then the lily pads were freaking would be a platform around Chaos Fall rather than just randomly spread around. Because that's the worst thing is traversing across the freaking arena is the worst part of this boss fight. The waiting waiting fine. The different attacks fine.
Can't let him get away.
But just traversing the freaking water and the lily pads is the worst part for me.
Yeah. You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on, let's get going.
Also, the rival battles. Oh, fuck, how the hell are you gonna do those? How could you do those other than...
Sonic, wait here for a second.
I don't think you can. I'm not too sure what you can do with a rival battle. Because there's such a minute point for the entire game. It happens in the story twice. That's it. Knuckles once, Tails once, Gamma once. It's such a mute point in the game. It's one of the most memorable ones because of oh no or Gamma going meow. What can you actually do? The only thing I think of right now is just a very small quick time event. I don't know how else you could do them
Sonic, hop in.
than a quick time event. Or just forego them entirely.
Let's go.
Oh, perfect chaos being fought like a titan. Has to be that. You still have to get to perfect chaos for the city. But you still fight it. Like a titan. I'm trying to remember. I'm just remembering right now. Sky Chase Act 2 has the worst emblem to fucking get in this game. Like, followed that Sky Chase Act 2 and Sand Hill High Score are the worst emblems to get. The high scores in those are ridiculous. Yeah, I'm also going to tell the classic model. This is the only thing from Sonic Jam that was retained. I call it Sonic Jam, even though Sonic World and Adventure was the prototype. It was the prototype for Adventure. The only thing that remained before they decided to change it because classic Sonic didn't look right running in 3D. Change that as soon as we got better technology and make these. Because you know what? Just it works better. It looks fine. It really does. Yeah, he's got to clip him to himself. He's going to look like he's just, you know, have magic legs. I know what you mean. Thing is, though, I think a boost gameplay will be fine for this in a remake because there's a lot of aspects in the level design that would require a boost. It works better. It works. And adding it or taking it away wouldn't change the actual gameplay. But I think it should be an option for those, like how Frontiers allows you to customize how Sonic plays. I think turning boost on or off is for those who grew up with Sonic Adventure or those who grew up with Generations. It would be that. The side-scroll parts, I think, would be like Frontiers, where it's all or nothing in that regard. Yeah, all that. The mushroom boost from Mario Kart. That's what it's like. The mushroom boost. I would suggest turning it on or off. But with the 2D aspects, I would say all or nothing because if you notice in Sonic Frontiers, Sonic the cyberspace stages, there was no meshing up to 2. It was either all 2D or all 3D. And I think that would work better. Like, imagine a couple of stages, bonus stages or something. Like, we'll go through. Yeah.
Sonic, wait up!
What was going on?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I think some 2D aspects.
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard.
Do you have mash the spin dash button while spinning in the directional stick?
If you don't, we're just
Or do you
gonna
speed
tag
up?
along anyway.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No trains are currently in service.
What do you mean? Mash the spin dash button while spinning the directional stick. Yeah. Like I said, I think the 2D aspects have to be all or nothing, but only in small regards, like certain boss fights. certain mini games and
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy
but
hardware.
never a mesh. Don't do what Unleashed Through Forces did. Don't do what that did.
Oh,
Don't
now
mesh
what?
the two.
Huh?
Look here! It says, new couples get in free! Let's go!
I love that clip from Sonic Shorts.
Amy!
You said cucumbers getting free. I'm just denied. Big and Gamma walking for free.
Oh man!
Right, I look cute couple.
That's
Are you
really
kidding me?
pain.
Yeah, 2D can work on small things. Boost is an option to turn on or off. If you want to build momentum, go ahead. If you want help with a boost, turn that on. That is a perfect way to do it. So you actually get both aspects of people game design for people who. Screw you. Because every single time I try and jump into one thing, you always hit me with it. See? Do. Also, I bought a couple of new VR games, so I'll probably stream that next week or week after. Be surprised what it is as well. And it's not Five Nights at Freddy's. I already own Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. And I still haven't played it, because you know why. I'm surprised that's coming to the fucking Switch, you know? Out of all the consoles to port Help Wanted 2 to, you go for the Switch. A game that was exclusive to the PlayStation VR 2 on the PS5. I'm sorry, what? I don't think those would be necessary. Because I never touched them. I never turned anything up or down on that. The only thing I touched in the options is when it was made available is the power boost and the starlight stop and the shooting star storm that they did. I just turned those off when they're made available. I had never touched any option in the game. So they could add them if they wanted to, but even right now, this doesn't feel bad as far as turning goes. It really doesn't. Of course, I'm playing on a Dreamcast, not a 360, so this feels weird sometimes. There we go.
Yes. Yeah, not bad.
But one thing I would keep as well is keep the capsules. Obviously, some people feel good at control, but for me, the default settings in Frontiers felt fine. I had no problem with them. I definitely, they should keep the capsules in this. You have to jump on the capsule to finish the level. No goal rings.
Oh,
No
shoot.
anymore.
I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
And then much how? Not particularly, I don't think. Because like I said, I think I remember it being over there. Why is it over there? Never mind. I'll say add the boost, but in the same way it's like in Frontiers, where during the cyberspace stages, it's not like doing this. Holding forward, building momentum is a bad thing. But there are those who may be a bit impatient and too used to the new style of gameplay where boost is like expected or a necessity in some aspects. So that would be an option, but that would be on or off. Where you, like certain game asks you, did you play this game prior to playing this one? Like Metal Gear Solid, where in MGS3 it said, do you first time playing, I prefer MGS1 or I prefer MGS2. And you say you prefer MGS2, you get a unique cutscene where you have a Raiden mask, as opposed to the MGS1 aspect where you get a different cutscene. That's one of the few games as well that I don't mind replaying. Oh yeah, definitely Chow Garden. Fucking Izuka saying, oh, we'll see about making a Chow Garden game back in 2013. 11 years later and still fucking nothing, okay? I was in that crowd, I was fucking there shouting, yes, we want a Chow Garden game. Such an iconic set piece. I'm so glad they kept this in generations. I really am. This entire time playing Sonic Adventure, I never played it like an actual level. I just kind of just cheated, just ran straight through the bottom and just went that way.
Yes.
I'm not too sure whether or not he's still.
Bad.
There's a reason why they replaced the cast. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't a union thing. That was Jason, I think. He refused to leave his union. But yeah, having Ryan come back. But I think as consistency, like with oh, what was it? What remake was it? They actually did. They kept the voice actors in the remake, as opposed to getting the original cast. It wasn't Twin Snakes. It wasn't Metal Gear Twin Snakes. Even though they replaced one actor in the entirety, David Hayter paid the actors to come back to reprise the roles and say the new lines that were added, and different writtens as well. there was one actor who did not come back, and he was replaced by Rob Paulson. He played Gray Fox, I believe, or someone else. Who the fuck was it? They replaced the cast because it was more ideal for it to be consistent with the current voice acting cast traditions than it would be to reprise all the actors. I cannot remember what the game was. The only example I can think of right now is in the latest WarioWare game. They instead of keeping Charles Martinet for the 9-volt, 18-volt minigames, they used the new voice actor instead. Even though it was Super Mario 64 DS minigame, they used the new voice actor rather than keeping the Charles Martinet voice clips. Which is stupid, because he wasn't in that one. I'm not sure if the Chow Garden, no. The truth be told, I don't like this Chow Garden. I really don't. It's a cute idea, but it's so bare bones and not engaging enough for me. Because Adventure 2 had a lot more to it. It really fleshed out Adventure 2. Adventure 2 Battle added a lot of the aspects from the Chow Adventure game and expanded the races, the karate, and not to mention the Chow Kindergarten. And Adventure DX took a lot of those aspects and applied it to this Chow Garden, but I don't think it made it better or equal to Adventure 2 Battle. Oh, definitely. I'd like to hear what it sounds like Sonic today, given direction and, character. Like, it doesn't Sonic sound down like this, but it's what you would describe reading the lines. Like, you've been in, like, certain situations where you will, you'll have a little script in front of you, you get in front of an audience, and you try to say what you're saying, but you're reading from. Instead of memorizing it and being confident, you're just reading from the script.
Sonic, help!
Like that. That sounds like you're reading the script. And it's one of the worst voice acting performances you can get. Although, if you've ever played Mega Man 8, oh my god! That is truly a delicious take on voice acting. That is just fun. X7 though, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It was bad voice acting, they didn't even try. Mega Man 8 tried. It was bad, but they tried.
Hey there, Bolt Brain! You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya! Hey, what's happening here?
I have not. I have listened to one clip that was animated where it was Sonic talking to Shadow on a rooftop for an explosion. That's the only clip I've seen. I have not seen anything of Sonic and Tails are. At all. That is it.
Sonic, help me!
Shoot! I lost her again!
Great! I'm on my own! But yeah, the thing is though, even though I haven't... Dude, activate the fucking window. Like, I haven't heard it. It's like the same reason why I haven't heard anything by Snapcube and the fan dubs of the games. Like, I don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. I understand, like, this is a fan project. There's a lot of passion put into it. You got the real voice actors involved. And it's funny. It's creative. All blah, 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 blah. But I just don't care. I really don't. There's a lot of Sonic tubers online that I just do not watch at all.
Ready?
Like, I should be, you know, like, I'll watch Sam Procrastinates. I'll watch some Sonic-related videos from other channels who are not predominantly Sonic-themed. But other Sonic-themed channels, I just do not watch. I'm aware it's a radio drama, but I don't care. I really don't. Which is bad, as me want to be a Sonic tuber, and I just do not interact or collab with other Sonic tubers, apart from the rare occasion, like, have them voice a script for me or be a part of the Summer of Sonic team where they do a top 10 for me. Like this year I got Cory Maru to do it. Who I'd definitely recommend subscribing to. He's more of a Sega tuber than he is a Sonic tuber. But I know it probably hurts me not to, you know, collab with Games Cage or Chow Mix or whatever, but I just don't care. I don't want their opinions and their views of Sonic affecting my opinions and views. Because that has happened before. I've had other people state their opinion of a game I really like, and it's affected the way I see it. Like, bad example, but Mass Effect 3. One of my online friends, because I was in England at the time, he said I would not like the ending of Mass Effect 3. I would not like it. And that pretty much just ruined it for me. They'll say, you like the game, but the ending's just terrible. And the ending for me was fine. I didn't think it was bad. Andrew, the only other Sonic tuber I've collabed with was the Sega Scourge, and considering the situation that's in right now, please do not discuss it for the time being. Yeah, that was it. And that's because we both did Sonic theories. He became more popular than me, which was annoying. Because I feel like I started Sonic theories, but he was just better. Like, I'm not faulting that either. He is a much better Sonic theorist than I am. I kind of expected my latest Sonic theory to actually, you know, be popular, but apparently my Sonic to Bridge shot is popular in my theory. My theories used to get tens of thousands of views, now it's like a few hundred. And it's annoying, it really is. Yeah, I think him, Gamer Guide, briefly. Dylan Thomas technically counts, I guess. Like, we all did Sonic theories. We were a small little group of Sonic theorists. There was also a couple of other people there as well. And one stopped, the other stopped, the third one retired from it, they made something else, and the other one stopped. I'm the only Sonic theorist out there right now. The disdain for the Mass Effect 3 ending is because after a trilogy of fantastic games, Mass Effect Trilogy is fantastic, and I cannot stress that enough. Especially like sci-fi. Yeah, the third-person shooter aspect is kind of drawn out, but it's creative, it's customizable. The story is what drives you. You want to know what the hell's going on or how it ends. And it prides itself on being about choices. Think Telltale. Think that. Before Telltale was even a fucking thing. It crafted itself on the choices you make. being more Paragon, which was good, or Renegade, which was bad. And that affected your relationship with other characters. So much so that it's one of the few games, even today with Mass Effect, with the Mass Effect Legacy Edition, is it carries over your save file. Whatever choices you make in the first game affected the second game. Like in the first game, you get a choice where one character has to die. It's either Kaidan or Ashley, and you have to choose. I could not give two fucks about Kaidan and let him die. I went for Ashley. And that carries over into Mass Effect 2. And whatever decisions you make in Mass Effect 2 goes to Mass Effect 3. So it prided itself on constructing a narrative driven by your choices. The ending was just another choice. You can either do one of three things. You can destroy the Reapers, you can control the Reapers, or you can, what's the word? Another word for merge. You can basically merge yourself with the Reapers, be part of that consciousness, be that hive consciousness. And that was it. All three cutscenes exactly the same. Exactly the same, just a different coat of color, either blue, green, or red. And it was so bad. It was just those three options. Just one choice at the end of the day. Just make a choice. Which makes sense. Because even if you were the greatest person or the most evil asshole ever in the universe, it's still a choice you have to make. A single choice to make. It makes... And that was it. That was what they're trying to tell, but no one got it because everything they tried to do over the course of 3 games... I'm talking too much. Oh, God. Really. Over the course of 3 games, all the choices you made, or relationships you had, everything you had to sacrifice to get to the end to defeat the Reapers meant nothing than one last choice. It was so bad of a backlash that BioWare had to make more endings. They added like 3 or 4 new endings just to satiate the backlash, which helped somewhat. But even then, there's only one ending that made sense canonically throughout the entirety of the endings, and that was the destroy one, because that's what Shepard always wanted, was to destroy the Reapers. Not control them, not merge with them, destroy the Reapers. That was the own goal. And the fact that all the endings were the same, all the relays get destroyed, that was a pain in the ass to see all the endings being pretty much the same, but it's still a choice to make at the end of the day. You still have to make a choice. It made sense thematically, but people were pissed off that their character, their journey to save the universe meant nothing in the long run. You can tell I'm a fan of Mass Effect. Like, if I played it on my own with no warning, I probably would be pissed off too. I probably would have. But because I was warned I would not like the ending, I ended up being okay with it. And that's how I don't like other people's opinions affecting me. Because it hampers my expectations of how I perceive things. Another example would be what's the movie? My wife and my friend really enjoy the film Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. They think it's a great black comedy. Great. And they kept, every time something funny happened or unexpected happened to guarantee a laugh, they would look at me expecting me to laugh. And I wouldn't, because they hyped it up and I just could not see. I agree, it's a good film, it's funny, but it's not this is just as good as Blazing Saddles kind of funny.
You bet! Watch this! Transforming now!
Yeah, kind of a long-winded explanation of it, but yeah, that's pretty much the that's pretty much the abridged version of it. It hypes itself up to be gold, but what you get is bronze. No, that's a bad analogy. No, not that. Oh, like when a Ubisoft game says they got the biggest sandbox ever created at this point in time. Okay, what are you doing in the sandbox? Oh shit, we forgot. No, we forgot something. I hate that part. This is sneaky fucking... Yep, fucking shoot at me. I can't see or hit you right now. Ass. But like I said, because of how one of my friends at the time explained the ending to me, told me I wouldn't like it, I ended up just liking it. Open up, you ugly. There you go. I can't remember what the score is, but getting through the stage over and over and over again, they get the second emblem. The second emblem in Sky Chase Act 2 and the second emblem in Sand Hill are the worst emblems to get. Like, people say the Chow Garden ones are the worst ones, but no, Chow Garden just requires patience. This is just tedious.
Alrighty, we're in.
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's
My
that?
voice is going.
There's no
Christ.
landing gear in this mode.
What? Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
If I was skipping all the cutscenes, I'm probably up to Final Egg by now.
So here we go.
You know, my voice is going. God, I'm getting tired as well. Okay, yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking of right now. I'm gonna end it now because my eyes are starting to hurt and my voice is going. But this has been fun. Actually, ranting about Mass Effect was something else. That took a lot out of me. So, thank you all so much for watching. As usual, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the YouTube members. Also, leave a super thanks if you want to. Follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I also have now a TikTok, so follow me, Sonicguru. I upload whatever I want to talk about. And yeah, thank you so much for watching play the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure the way it's meant to be played, because I am an elitist arsehole, apparently. And I shall see you all next time.